guys, it's Bonnie. Today I am here to talk about my most disappointing books of 2015. Luckily, I didn't read too many disappointing books this year. Most of what I read was really good, but there's always some negative, so let's get into them. The first book I have to talk about is Those Girls by Lauren Saft. I got this as an ARC from the novel, and I was just not really pleased with this book. It had an interesting, I guess, premise, also kind of not. It was just about these girls that are really just bitchy and awful people, and I wasn't a fan. Could have been better if it was more meaningful, I guess, but it just really wasn't to me. So yeah, that's my issue. Next, I have Nickel and Dimed on Not Getting By in America by Barbara Ehrenreich. I had to read this for school, so it's not like I had high expectations, but I just felt like this could have been executed a lot better than it was. It's just, I don't know, like, what she was trying to do is, like, work, like, minimum wage jobs just to see, like, how hard it is. And, like, she doesn't, like, say that it isn't hard. It definitely is hard on her, but it just feels sort of entitled in a way. I don't know. I just, something about this book rubbed me the wrong way, and it therefore disappointed me. Next, I have Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. You're probably like, what the heck, Bonnie? You gave that book 5 stars. How did it disappoint you? Yes, I did give it 5 stars, although thinking about it, I would probably lower it to 4. But this book disappointed me with where it kind of went with its characters. As I've said, as for the plot and the action, it was my favorite out of all the books. But the character things that happened in this book, I don't understand where she took them. It's like she wrote these characters in the first books and then just completely changed their arcs entirely. I was just not a fan of that. It could have been the perfect book if she hadn't, like, done what she did with the characters. So yeah, it had to be on the list. The next one is probably like my most disappointing book, just because it's We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. And it's the most disappointing because I loved the first 2 books in this series. I flew through them, I thought it was great, I loved the writing, I loved the characters, I loved it. But this book felt so unnecessary. Honestly, like, Belly gets even more annoying than she was in the first book when she was, like, younger. And it's just, like, the decisions that are made in this book and, like, the things that happen are just so, like, annoyingly angsty and dumb. And in a way, I get it, and I didn't hate it. I gave it, like, 3 stars, but it could have been so much better. The ending was so rushed, and it could have been flushed out, not been so annoying, and yeah. Next, I have Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This book wasn't bad. I did enjoy it. I gave it 3.5 stars, but it had so much hype, and then it just ended up kind of flopping. I could predict everything that happened, and everyone said the best thing about it was its twists and turns, but it's not really a good thing when you can predict all the twists and turns. And the last book that I have to talk about is The Peculiar Life of a Lonely Postman by Dennis Therilut. But this book is about this postman who reads people's letters, and he becomes, like, obsessed with this woman. And I don't know, I didn't realize, like, that's where it was going when I picked this up. I thought it was just gonna be a cute little book, or like a sad cute little book about this lonely postman, but it was just really creepy, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the main character. I didn't sympathize with him. There is something that happens at the end that kind of, like, gives this book a little life, but otherwise I hated this book. I give it 2 stars. These are the most disappointing books that I read in 2015. Obviously, I don't have that money, and a lot of the other books that I read weren't disappointing, so it's a good thing. But these were definitely disappointing, and, you know, let's hope that 2016 has even less disappointing books, because who wants to read disappointing books? But that is all I have for this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.